I'm still here. So if that was all true, then you know where I am. You know where I am. So come on, bring it. Bring it on, Donkey Kong. Bring it on. See, they think because they pay law enforcement and that they could get away with everything that they do. Their biggest fear is someone who's not scared of them, who has the evidence and may very well go to the media and expose everything to the media. And then they know that they're fucked if said person does. Right? I being said person. Because you can't buy me. I don't give a shit about money. I mean, they called her grandmother Hayden. I'm thinking about how they lived and everything. Sure, they had a nice house and everything. Right? I've shown all the evidence. I'm sorry you don't pay attention because you don't have enough common sense to. I'm sorry if you haven't paid attention to what I've shown. But the female kidnapper being in one of the pictures that I've shown many times. Plus having the pictures of her and her daughters that I do now. Yeah. So. Plus the documents that I have pictures of. Plus the letter. All that, yeah. Plus my memories. Plus DNA. Or do not know that. That's why they want me to stay away from the Williams family. Because what happens when I get back with the Williams family once DNA? Because either way, it's going to be done whether they like it or not. Bring it on, bitches. Bring it on, bitches. I need some caffeine. I have a little bit of a headache because I have migraines, I have epilepsy and that kind of thing. And, head injuries from all the all the head injuries I've had in my life. You end up having, epilepsy and you suffer from migraines. Yeah. Hey. So, my memories, the biggest thing, I think the biggest fear that they have is because I'm not scared of them, and I know they're full of shit, and I have the evidence to back up what I say. They're not worried about law enforcement because they pay them. They're a bunch of rich sociopaths with too much time on their hands. Hence, like Ted Bundy. The biggest fear is being exposed in the media. And what won't I answer? Because I've answered the same questions that people keep asking over and over and over again. Well, I believe that some police are. When I say that, I mean I believe that they're being paid to protect them. But the biggest fear that they have, I think, is someone going to the media with all the physical evidence, like pictures and documents. Because if it gets out to the media, what happens then? They all get exposed. They eventually all will have to pay for what they've done. Because when I say go to the media, I'm not just talking about that in the United States. No. I'm talking about around the world. It will be exposed around the world how they're responsible for the majority of the kidnappings in this country and around the world. Oh, yeah. The reason I survived what they did to me is because they started putting things in my body when they took me. That's why I have such a high tolerance for everything. The Illuminati. They're basically like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy. Just rich with too much time on their hands. That's all it is. I have a picture of the female kidnapper, and they know it. That's another reason they're scared. Because they know that they're going to go down. Why do you think they do everything online to me and not in person? The media, trust and believe. And there are a lot of good law enforcement officers. Not all, but a lot are. I've shown it many a times. I mean, the other Heather called her Crazy G. Grandma G, if anybody remembers. That's why she spoke out, because she recognized the woman in the picture I kept showing. The picture with Alta Aryan and like 3 or 4 other Illuminati members in front of the black wall with the upside down pentagram behind them. Think about this. People live in fear when it comes to the Illuminati, right? But then Jim Carrey, look what he exposed them and everything else. They didn't do anything because he showed that he wasn't scared. They will make you look crazy, make you look like a horrible person and everything else. Hence what they did to Kanye West. You know? Look at what they do to me. What they say about me. It's the same fucking thing. And when someone, like a celebrity, loses their life, they have henchmen that they pay to do it. Oh no. There were many children they took. It's been going on for a very long time. Remember when I said that the family I grew up in was like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre mixed with House of Thousand Corpses, only more prominent? Yeah. These people are basically like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, all that. They have too much money and too much time on their hands. And no conscience. And basically criminally insane. That's all they are. Their biggest fear is my memories. Biggest fear is my memories. And the fact that they know I'm not scared of them. And that because I went to try and get help last year, and I showed all the evidence I had, and before I got it, and you know what? I just thought of something. When I called all these places last year, I said, I know the truth, I know you're all part of the Illuminati. None of them denied it. But the guy from the Masonic Temple, you don't want to throw it in the Masons, you don't want to throw it in the Masons. That was before I ever went back to get the answer. That's why they called the police. Who they pay. Their biggest fear is because I have the evidence to expose them, and they know it. And they know I'm not scared of them, and I proved that last year. Yeah, it's time to go to the media. And I'm going to. It's already begun. Fuck around and find out. They fucked around for so long. Now they're gonna fucking find out. They convince people that they're this powerful group who are, we can do anything. They're mentally, obviously don't have it up there. Not when it comes, not all of them. They don't pay all of them. But you know what? You can't, when it comes to missing children, that's a little different when it comes to the media. And I mean, remember, I have friends of all walks of life, too. Oh, the Illuminati. Basically, they're like Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer. They're sociopaths. They're criminally insane. That's all they are. They are literally mentally unstable, criminally insane. I lived with, the leader. How they get their money is because of their careers and, kidnapping and children and trafficking them. That's how they get their money. Their biggest fear is because I was able to survive everything they put in my body, because they started putting shit in my body when I was 20 months old. Because I was too strong up here and too strong-willed. They called her Graham and Mother Hayden. I grew up believing she was my great-grandmother. And no, I did not know that they were all part of that till January of last year. But they know that I'm not scared of them. I proved that when I went there last year. After, they help the descendants, right? That's what they say, right? I didn't even know I wasn't a real descendant until recently. And that's why they were so scared. It's not because I survived being sacrificed or whatever. It's because I have the evidence against them that will expose them all and expose the truth about them. I packed up my car and left, and I never went back. I was wondering about that because I think well, according to the memories I've had, they put a lot of substances in the bodies of the children in that, and I have a very high tolerance, and they couldn't break me. I did not see a detective. I called. I called the FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C., and I spoke to the human trafficking people, and I told them everything, and I actually have a case number down with them. And when I say, it's already begun. When I say, going to the media, that's not a joke. Because it's already begun. Not bad for not having any sleep before I did all that this afternoon. And making many phone calls, including to a news channel. A news station. Yeah. They're gonna go down for everything they've done. It's just a matter of time. Why do you think they come at me the way they do on here, just like they did with Kanye West, right? They made him look crazy and this horrible person, others too, right? When they were speaking out about him. Look at Jim Carrey. But then, me, you can't buy me. What career are you gonna ruin? I don't give a fuck about that shit. I give a fuck about I will always stand for what's right and just no matter what the cost is to me, and I've made that very fucking clear. I made it very fucking clear. You can't buy me. And I will stand up for what's right. And fight for justice for innocent victims. No matter what. No? Scared of what? They're doing everything on social media. What are they going to do? Please, come to my house. They have my address. They've had my address. It's just a fucking scare tactic. They're scared of me, not the other way around. I have no reason to be scared of these bitches. Because I know the truth. They're sociopaths. With too much money and too much time on their fucking hands for evil shit that they do and have no conscience. They're all mentally fucked. All of them. I was raised with them. I know they're all mentally fucked. And they're all going down. Let the games begin. Because you can't buy me. Now, if anybody who's been watching knows. Oh, I have the woman's name I have a picture of the female kidnapper and her daughters. And her actual name on here. Her real name. What she looks like now. And what she looks like back in the day. Her daughters look so much like her. From back in the day. Now, this is a relative of Heather A. Who I call Lord Voldemort. And it's funny she changed her profile picture to Lord Voldemort, isn't it? She saw the picture that I had been showing. She knew that the woman in the picture was her relative. That's why she spoke up. I mean, what did they think? Like, did they really think that they could just, It's funny to me. Big bad Illuminati, all they are is fucking off their fucking rockers. They're humans with too much time on their hands and no conscience, and they do very vile, disgusting things to children, and that. Hence, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy, Albert Fish. The list goes on and on. That's basically all they are. They're rich. And it's money they get from what they do to children. You know, the majority of the kids that are kidnapped in the world, who do you think kidnaps them? How they scare celebrities into not speaking out is their careers. That's how. And they pay law enforcement in that to protect them. I will talk about who the fuck I want to talk about. Shit. Who's going to stop me? The Illuminati. They're more scared of me. That's why they called the police on me. Hang on a second, guys. Come on, bitch. Let me see. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Nobody has a restraining order on me. It's just one of their fucking tactics that they use. Think about everything they've said about me and shit. Same thing that they do with the celebrities, right? Anybody that tries speaking out about them, what happens to those celebrities? They put out a bunch of bullshit about them, a bunch of lies in that, right? Oh, they're crazy. Oh, this, that, and the other. Scare tactics. There's no fucking restraining order. There's no gag order on me. Nothing. Just like they said that I was going to be evicted, right? Right? That's what they said. Well, if I'm being evicted, why did my landlord and I talk about the rent change? Because I'm on the CFEB's voucher, and for a year it covers the whole rent, and then after a year I gotta pay so much, right? So there's that for, starting in March. And my landlord's got me this for Christmas. It is a very nice 4-piece relaxing and unwinding bath gift set. It's Mary Cranberry fragrance, has bubble bath and 3 bath bombs. It's just fucking dumbass scare tactics, and you can't scare me, shit. I ain't scared of nobody. Fucking ruin my motherfucking reputation, bitches. I don't give a fuck. It ain't working with me, bitch. Have a good night. No. About that. I wouldn't be surprised if her house was raided, and if it was because they were looking for evidence. Because when I talked to the investigator, he said, and I gave him her phone number, and he asked, do you think she'll be cooperative? I said, at this point, I don't think so. And if it is true that her house was raided, and it's possible SWAT could have been there because, for protection for the law enforcement agencies, or making sure that evidence gets collected. That's why the house would have been raided. If it was raided, it was because they were collecting evidence with the search warrant. That's it. The only law enforcement I've talked to is the FBI, Center for Missing People, Missing Children's, and Central Texas Law Enforcement. That's the only ones I've ever talked to. That in Colorado Springs. And then a news channel. Today. Oh, and the human trafficking through the headquarters of the FBI in Washington, D.C. And I also gave the female kidnapper's fucking name, too. Yeah, I did. In Colorado Springs. Where the child, I believe, that was this missing person who I know, they did a news story on said missing person about a year ago. And, law enforcement there, oh, it's so old, what do you want me to do? And he lives at a... No, it's out of your jurisdiction because he was kidnapped from your jurisdiction. Do your fucking job. Okay, you don't want to do it? Okay, we're going to do it this way then. That's just it. They want to pay off law enforcement? Okay. I go to the media then. With all the evidence, the pictures, pictures of the documents, all that. It sucks to be you. It sucks to be you. Doesn't it? Fox News in Colorado Springs. I think it's Fox 21 or something like that. Yeah. It doesn't work with me, so say whatever the fuck you want, bitches. I'm such a liar. So, Julia, you should know all the answers, right? I mean, you sit with the other Heather, don't you? Go ahead and block. Block who you need to block. Game over, bitches. Game over. I figured out the Illuminati is no more than Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer. They're sociopaths with too much money and too much time on their hands and do very vile and disgusting things to children and others. They're criminally insane. Think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre family mixed with House of Thousands of Corpses family, only rich and more prominent. And what they do when people expose them that, look what they do to me. All the scare tactics, all that shit. We have your address. Okay, show up. Let's go. You bring it on, Donkey Kong. Bring it on. That's why the shit gets worse and worse, because they don't intimidate me or scare me. At all. However, they are scared of me, and it's not because I survived being sacrificed. No, it's because I have the evidence, and all I gotta do is go to the media and show everything, and that's when they will go down. We've only just begun to expose these bitches. But say they can say whatever the fuck they want about me. Should like and how they take people out, they get their little minions to do it. That's all it is. They're full of shit. They're criminally, like, I know because I lived with the fuckers. They're all not right. They're all not right here. They don't have any special powers. They have money, that's it. And they pay people to do their dirty work, to shut people up. But see, with me, they can't buy me. They know it. The reason they're scared of me is because they know I have the evidence. And when I went back to get the answer is because, and they acted the way they did and called the police, is because I had already called them and said, I know the truth. I know you're part of the Illuminati. That's why. That's why they're scared of me. The Illuminati. I have proof of it. And they're scared because of my memories of what they did to me. Okay. Think of the Illuminati like Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, serial unalivers, right? Also, Texas Chainsaw Massacre mixed with House of a Thousand Corpses family is combined with a lot of money more prominent. They're all not right. Obviously, I know from experience. I have a picture of the female kidnapper from back in the day in a picture with Alta Arian and 3 or 4 other Illuminati members. In front of a black wall with an upside-down pentagram. Plus the documents I have pictures of. The letter. That's what they're scared of. They know that all I have to do is go to the media with everything. They're being exposed. Trust and believe they're all going to be exposed and they're all going to go down. I called them today. I called them today. I sent the email. Yeah. Oh, like, look at what they did to, like, if they were all powerful and everything, right? Jim Carrey was exposing them, but he's still alive, right? Kanye West, he's still alive. They just tried to make him look as crazy as possible. Now then they have ones like what happened to Michael, Whitney, that kind of thing. They pay people to do that shit. Some people will do anything for money. I know. And I lived with the family of the leader of the Illuminati. So I know how off they are. Yeah. Remember, if anybody had been in here a while back, there had been several saying, we need to have it. We're part of a secret society. We need to have a conversation willingly or unwillingly. Y'all remember that? Because they planned on trying to pay me. Her name was Grandmother Hayden, is what they called her. Because I have evidence and they're not going to do shit to me. They know I'm not scared. The only time that something bad happens to someone is when they show that they're scared. I don't know who the fuck it is now. Someone who is clearly off their rocker. Like I said, think of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family mixed with House of Thousand Corpses family mixed with Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, Albert Fish, Jack the Ripper. The list goes on and on. I don't think Scientology is a part of it. I'm not sure, but I know the Masons, the Sisterhood of the Eastern Star, the Knights of the Templar, Scottish Rites, the list goes on and on. So possibly. This is fucking for real. Like, I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Like I said, they do very disgusting, vile things to children. This is not a joke. I grew up with the leader of the Illuminati's family. I was kidnapped at 20 months old. I'm waiting to do a DNA test. Why? Because it's taking so long. Why? I wonder why it's taking so long. Yes, there are plenty of children still missing in plain sight. Some are missing in plain sight, others are gone. But the majority of the kidnappings that happen where you never see the children again or whatever, no trace of them, that's who does it. Yeah. I have a case number now for the human trafficking people. When I called the FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C. today. Even gave him the female kidnapper's name, actually. Because they pay law enforcement in that to protect them. Because they pay law enforcement. I don't know what you're not understanding. I can guarantee you that it's all going to come down. It's all going to come out. They're all going to go down. All of them. That's why they're scared of me. Not because they're evil, powerful beings. They are Ted Bundy, John Wayne. Do I need to keep saying serial unalivers names for you guys to understand what these people are? That's all they are. But they have a lot more money and too much time on their fucking hands. Well, I'm not in Boston. I don't know I'm in New York. I'm not going to come up with some. Why do they think they're doing it online? I made it very clear that I have others that have the evidence as well that I sent it to. I sent it to people that I trust. All of it. So if anything happens to me, what do you think the first... Like, it's going to be exposed if anything happens to me. If they could do anything, if they were going to do anything to me, I mean, they called the cops on me, for fuck's sake, and that just took me out. They could have just taken me out, but they didn't. They have my address. They made it very fucking clear that they have my address. I know they have my address. But yet they do everything online. I mean, look at Jim Carrey, everything he said and has said. Kanye West and others. No, the ones that raised me are not the ones that took me, but they consider each other family, because that's the Illuminati. They consider each other family. Yeah, Robert Williams do. Celebrities, no. It's very rare that someone who is not a celebrity knows what I know. And, you know, the reason I most likely survived everything that they put in my body and that isn't because of that's probably how they sacrifice children, was doing that. I'm not sure. But I think it scared them. I don't know. Because I survived and I have a very high tolerance for shit. Probably, having stuff put in my body since 20 months old. Oh yeah, Mel Gibson, Stephen Baldwin, they all know. But see, what the threat that they have is their careers. That's the threat that they have. I mean, look, like I said, do you think for 1 second that if these people were as powerful as they say that they are, do you think that Kanye West would still be around? Do you think that Jim Carrey would still be around? No, what they do is ruin their careers and try and make them look as crazy as they possibly can. All the Illuminati. The reason they're scared of me is because I have the evidence against them that will expose everything. That is going to expose them and take them down. Yeah. All the shit that they've said about me. Think of all the horrible things that they've said about me. And it's gotten worse because I show them I'm not fucking intimidated or scared and I will not live in fear. So yeah. Their leader back in the day, they called her Grandmother Hayden. That's who I believed was my great-grandmother. Until recently. There are these people, basically, it's a bunch of people that are greedy, who are rich, have too much time on their hands, and they're sociopaths and criminally insane, do horrific, vile things to children. Think of John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, all that. Mix that with House of a Thousand Corpses family and Texas Chainsaw Massacre family. Combine all that and add a lot of money to that, and you got that. Oh, I don't need to do research because I have, I have the female kidnapper, the female that was in the car with the male kidnapper, I have a picture of her from back in the day without the Aryan, who I believed was my great-grandmother, who they called Grandmother Hayden, standing in front of a black wall with an upside-down pentagram behind them. I've shown the picture many a times. The other Heather reached out and said, "Oh my God, you're my long-lost sister named Tanya, da-da-da," right? Because she recognized the picture. Why? Here's the thing that I have also found out. The female kidnapper had started following me on October 21st or 23rd because she saw that I was showing the picture with her in it. Yes. I was, but I wasn't, if that makes sense. I was basically prostituted and kept in a fucking dog cage in a basement. Which is most likely what they do to all the children that they take. Until they feel like they're all used up. And then they use them as party favors. Can one of my mods please block the account Diddy's Baby Oil? If you want to be foolish, you're going to get blocked. Like, it's no joke. I'm over the bullshit. They're all going to be exposed. No, I'm not related to Stevie Nicks. That's what they did. They had me convinced I was. Because why else would you need someone to sign an NDA? So convince them that their mother is a celebrity, a musician, that nobody knows has kids. Who's the one celebrity, hair like mine, usually when it's not straight, who sings, that nobody would know that had kids? Stevie Nicks. No. Let me show you. No, not yet. It's a work in progress. But I think that's why the DNA test is taking so long to get done, is because they pay law enforcement. So then law enforcement drags their feet. Oh, the fact that I have a picture of the female kidnapper and her name and what she looks like now, and screenshots of her and pictures of her daughters and everything. And the picture I have back in the day of her. Yeah. Let me turn this fucking notifications down. There we go. So, turns out the name would be Tanya Michelle Williams. This is Tanya. That's little Tanya. Now you ready for a trip? This is the age progression photo of that little girl who's been missing for 41 years. This would have been up to 37 years, I think. He's 37 years old. So all my memories that I've had, just running through the strawberries, picking strawberries, they were all real. That's what law enforcement believes. But let's get into something. I don't know. He knows. Probably not a very happy camper, obviously. The carnelian. I could. I might use that, but I'm not sure. Safety of who? I'm not scared of shit. They have my address. Please. Bring it on, Donkey Kong. If I'm Tanya, I was born September 29th, 1981. Now, there was a real Heather. There was. Pretty sure they unalived her at a very young age. Very, very young. Not that old. Because, it's very interesting. The older picture looks like the baby is bigger than the other picture. So, and you zoom in and it looks like the baby may have had birth defects, physical birth abnormalities, which prominent family that like that couldn't have that in their family, right? Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. But yeah, basically these people are just criminally insane. And I'm going to expose all of them. Law enforcement doesn't want to do their job. They want to get paid. Okay. Pride. So yeah. Just black tea. I put it on the stove. That's it. Now make a nice tea. Games, because I'm not playing games. You know, I wonder why it's taken so long to get a DNA test swab set up, don't you? Could it be because the Illuminati was responsible for the kidnapping and they're paying for it to be for law enforcement to drag their feet? Yeah, most likely. Not everyone. Ones I know that are just chilling and not doing anything. And then the mods, there's one in particular. Because I hope you all know that I know who's watching my live right now when it comes to my mods. I know who's current. Thousand followers when this whole thing started, where she said, "Oh my God, you're my long lost sister named Tanya," right before Halloween. It's up to 8,545 now. $4,600 to talk mad shit about me and make me out to be something I'm not. You know, that's always fun. Oh, you talking about? Oh, that doesn't surprise me. The little boy that sleeps with his mommy that got paid to do this as well. And there's screenshots of him holding up the cash when I said it. Yeah. And people have said that they witnessed she paid him on his live. Yeah. You know what's funny? When you block people and and then make new accounts to come in your live and keep doing the same bullshit over and over and over again. And you keep blocking every account and they keep making new accounts. You know that's stalking? Do people not know that? It's called cyber stalking. That's a crime. All I'm doing is making me famous. It's like, sad and pathetic. Sad and pathetic. Really it is. Yeah, I know. Well, I hope he won't. I mean, I guess prison would be good for him because, you know, he wouldn't have to pay for anything. Yeah, just saying. You know what? I think it's probably doing what I would like the most outside right now. Let's see. Let's see if it works. The one thing that brings me calm, makes me calm, is the water. And it is. Oh, I love the rainy nights. Yeah, it's raining. It's fucking cold as fuck though. Shit. I think I'll stand here. Fuck. Wait, who's in the box or whatever? Oh, who's the account that is live streaming me? Because if it's who I think it is, I will say who they are. Stephanie. It's so pathetic. Oh yeah, it's pathetic. It could be the female kidnapper. I keep wanting to say serial unaliver, and I don't know why. Huh. Leather and lace. Leather and lace. Come on, let's speak up. Yeah. Yeah, what's the username? Is it Leather and Lace? You know when they come in, they act all supportive and then they slip up? They can't help themselves. I know. Oh. I wonder how's she going to live stream anybody when she's in prison? Let's go over some things. Shall we? Because she wants to lie about me. Right? Okay. Let's start with... Yeah, here we are. Let's go up to the very beginning. Not to mention the pictures that I have that you sent, right? Hey girlie, it's been one of those days. Just got him out of my daughter's dance class. I still need to cook dinner. LOL, mom fail. Is it okay if I call you tomorrow? Or did you not remember this? I mean, that's you, right? And you again? I mean, I don't even know why I'm covering the others. Why protect these people? Oh, and then there's that one, right? That's you too, isn't it? That you sent me? Oh, and then you sent me this. Right? Right? You sent that. And the rest of the nonsense. Oh, and then you said you're a doctor and you see a lot of kids every day. Right? Right, Lord Baltimore? Oh, and you can't have kids anymore because all your parts are gone? You said that. Hey, girlie, just got home. Are you getting back on TikTok tonight? See, that was Thursday, October 31st. What's your IG? Oh, and then you said your husband is an FBI agent and can help take people down. Right? That's what you said. It's right here. Did you think I didn't have the messages? The list goes on and on. And then you said, here's one. So that teen woman messaged me saying I needed to tell my sisters ASAP to contact you or talk to you or whatever. I'm not sure why this lady is concerned about what is going on or what's gonna take place, but yeah, she can F off. You did say that, right? You said that, right? Oh, and then you said, I'm going to go live for a minute if you want to stop by and say hi. And you did that. And you gaslit me while you were there, didn't you? Hey, I really didn't remove you. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. Yeah, you did. Because you didn't like what I was saying. I said, I'm not mad at you. I'm on a roller coaster of emotions and I don't know how to feel right. So how I'm supposed to feel. I'm angry, hurt, frustrated, and confused. I'm dealing with everything the best I can. Because I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with it any other way. I've worn a mask for so long and can't anymore because you decided to turn my world upside down, right? Because, we both know who was in that picture. If you'd like me to reveal the name and the picture and everything, I can. He said, I totally understand what you're saying, but you cannot go off on people like that. That guy did absolutely nothing wrong other than join the box that I guess I added him to. You seem to think you're very innocent, and you're not. I wonder if all your children are actually yours, by the way. I wonder if a DNA test on your kids would prove that they were yours or someone else's. He was actually being very calm. I don't think he was a narcissist in any way. Yes, he was, and you know it. I said, morning, I want to explain something about last night. I said, I know guys just like that. Ones I grew up believing they were my brothers. He was staying calm and being a jerk at the same time. He hit on you, and like I said, you were off limits. Like most guys that get mad when they don't get what they want, he became arrogant and decided to make me the bad guy, and it worked. I'm at work. Is everything okay? I said, yeah, sorry. Forgot about the time difference. We'll talk later. Yeah, for sure. I have a few things I need to say to make clear. After last night, I'm a little confused and worried. I said, okay. And she says, will you be live later? I said, not sure. I'll let you know if I do. Okay. November 2nd. I said, I'm live. Pretty sure Tina blocked me. She's like, okay, really? I said, yep. One last thing we got to deal with. Sunday, November 3rd, 12:07 a.m. You said you're done, so I guess I'll go away. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm trying to be your sister. I'm trying to be your friend. You're just not open to having any conversation. Is super sad to me. Right? You said that, right? Because it's right here. It's right here. In black and white. Literally. Again, I said my entire world has been flipped upside down and I feel like I have no identity. I'm angry and hurt. I can't act like everything's okay when it's 1,000,000% not. I don't even know who my bio parents are or what was so wrong with me that they threw me away. She says, I get that. I understand. I'm alive if you want to talk. I said they kept everyone but me. And at this time, I didn't know the truth. Yeah. I said, I said they're lying to you. She then says, I can't control what they do or say. So if you're going to put me in the middle of this drama, then I'm just going to walk away. I'm sorry. I'm old and way too sick to deal with it. I said, I want them to leave me alone. I want a real relationship with you. I'm used to people walking away and not caring about me. What's going on here? She's the one that told us to stay away. She had some awful things to say about you, too. So please take us to court. I'm sure she will have some interesting things to say about your judge of character. Oh, and your daughter, it's been watching your live the last 3 days, so yeah, you should be a proud mama. Such a sweet girl, you have surely fucked her up. Sunday, November 24th, 6:59 a.m. Would you like more text messages? Keep talking crazy shit. The info we got on you makes me sick. And not that it matters. We played Little P because we knew she was telling you everything. So not only are you crazy, but you made a kid cry because she thought you were her friend. But it's okay. She will get over it. We had to show her that you're crazy. Please call the people, make a report so you can see that it's me, Fawn. Give them my number. It won't be hard for the police to find me. Remember, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Money gets me out of everything. So does the family fam. You know.